What's up, fellas? It's Hegemony, and I come to you with another update on this crit EK EB MOM AA ZO, which we're probably gonna have to settle on a name soon because that's just exhausting to say. But here are some of the gear changes we've made and in progression. We did end up using the Rumi's concoction. I had a bottom rolled one and I divined it one time and I got near perfect rolls, so that helped a lot defensively. With the flask up, we can get 54 block and 45 spell block. We get a bit more through the conversion through Wrath Pith, 55% block chance applied to spells. Another thing that we changed is we're not using its series step, which gives us another layer of defense. Compared to my last boots, which only had 120 evasion, we gained over 520. In addition, we got 16% spell dodge and 5% movement speed. We did lose a little life regen and we had to shuffle the resist around. I did end up alching this necklace over a crafting session of about 60 alchs on amulets. We finally settled in on this. This covered the resist that I lost in the boots, and the only wasted stat on this is flat physical damage that does not apply to EK because EK is a spell. We're still using the same kind of semi-weak rings. I do look forward to making some new ones, preferably with Chaos Res or stronger resists, and it'll allow me to do more things. Then the helmet is still the same, and we did buy a wand upgrade. So the wand is now 51 spell damage, 7 cast speed, 28 crit multi, but the big kicker here is the 41 proj speed. Now this opens me up to do a lot of other things. You can see the proj speed is real. I could end up going slower proj and not suffer that much. We now have piercing shots, so pretty much we had to lay out some charges right here, and then 2 other points. I usually put them in this life node or these evasion life nodes, and I ended up respecking out all the charges and then picked up piercing shots. We did lose about 4k DPS, but now we have a 40% chance to pierce. A couple things that are going to come is the unique pierce jewel gem. I'll probably end up using that to get 55% chance. Our damage is very good now. It's around 43k buffed with charges, and I'm probably going to get these life nodes here, this life node here, and then these life nodes over here. The evasion life ones are very nice as I increase my gear. We're looking at a 3006 evasion as a caster. We don't have acrobatics, so our energy shield and armor is not halved. So we have 3600 armor when we pop the Rumis. It's very nice. So a couple things that we could do defensively. We could go into this jewel socket node with intuitive leap and pick up these acro nodes. But it's important to note that these acro nodes only work when you have some amount of dodge chance. Now, a couple of ways to go around this is to probably get dodge chance as a corruption on your Etsiri step. Etsiri step is a very common high farmed pair of boots from the Etsiri boss, from the normal Etsiri. So if you were to happen to craft or vol dodge chance to this would allow you to get acrobatics. In addition, you would get piercing shots and these nodes without having to pick up these 2 kind of fluff nodes. But that would be the advantage there. I'm not sure that I'm going to do that. That might be super late game for me, but yeah, I definitely want to push this gear to the limit. The Hubris helmet, the shield, the 2 rings can get major upgrades, and I'm thinking about going Zerfi's Youth or Zephy's Youth. I'm not sure which one it is, but we're going to vol probably the Melagaros, the Dorianis, the Etseries, and the Wrath Pith. These are uniques that I could buy and replicate. It's a little unnerving to do it on the amulet. The amulet is really good. Probably end up doing it on one of the rings once I find out that I have a replacement. That's important. I'm never going to vol something if I don't have a replacement. And I can always fall back on face breaker gloves if this bricks could buy this one and this one. But that would be more late game stuff. The Soul Eater stuff is no joke. Alright, so without further ado, let's just go over the gems real quick. I did end up switching to Spell Echo, and this opens up, you know, a 6 length being Hypothermia, or I could use Slower Proj since my projectile speed is very high on the wand, and I wouldn't feel it that much. But we have Assassin's Mark, Increased Duration, Enduring Cry, that's still in the wand. We have Wall Storm Call, Crit Damage, Innervate, Lightning Penetration, Crit Damage, Spell Echo, Faster Proj, Ethereal Knives, and Added Fire. Fire Trap, Concentrated Effect, Crit Damage, Fire Pen, Assassin's Mark, Herald of Thunder, Curse on Hit, Arctic Armor, and that's about it. Alright, so let's go see some of the gameplay in a 76 rare map with extra fire damage, totems, and rogue exiles. Now that I'm using the Chill of Corruption gem, it makes my Vol Storm Call so readily available and gives me like Innervate buff. So look out for that when I do use it, and look how often it's actually up since I'm crit shattering all the time. So I usually open up with a flask usage. It's going to chop off some of my energy shield. It's worth noting that on the actual flask dogeries, it says 20% of your energy shield is removed. That is actually physical damage. So if you actually see me pop it, I get chilled for a split second because of the reflection damage. So I popped that and you saw my character was just chilled. That's because I'm running Arctic Armor, and whenever I do physical damage to myself or fire damage to myself, it'll chill on hit. It's very, very negligible, but I found my way around it. You know, it's fine. The Vol Storm Call assists in single target DPS. It also does other things along with like clearing packs that I don't really want to pay attention to, so I can focus my conal damage in a certain direction, and it just overall enhances my clear speed. I'll go ahead and pop it over there, and it does shock because of Innervate. The character is feeling really, really good right now. We have a few more nodes to go defensively, and then we're just going to go charge hungry yet again, and the build will be pretty polished. I can run half regen maps, no regen maps, and it's very, very easy peasy. That was one of the major advantages of doing this way. Without any ES struggles, I can always circumvent bad ES situations with an Enduring Cry and really get a really strong boost. Alright, so I'm going to focus more on the clear speed, and I'll let you guys watch. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll continue to do updates as we get more gear progression, or, you know, do various tactics around the skill tree. Thank you guys for watching.